What's up, guys?
What's up?
I'm Chris.
I'm Sean.
And this is the Whiskey Noobs. Alright, so we're going to rank them. Alright? So we got to rank them, and I think we should let Will go first. He's the guest.
Okay.
So, Will, which was number one for you?
My number one was whatever this thing in the middle was.
Okay, so number one was B. Okay?
You
Sean?
sank my battleship. You
Sean?
sank my battleship.
Page 6. You sank my battleship.
Sean, what was number one for you?
Number one for me was C.
Okay.
Yep.
Alright, so number one for me was B.
All right.
Alright, Will, what was your number two?
C.
My number two was C. Sean?
My number two is B.
Okay, alright, so you've got those flipped.
Yep.
It's alright, you can be wrong. And so that means we all agree that A was our least favorite.
Yep.
Alright, so can we ask our assistant, our producer, our director, all the things behind the camera, can you bring out 3 bottles, please?
Our mystery whiskey chooser.
I knew one of them was Maker's Mark.
Okay, this is we'll talk about the Maker's Mark, but it's a hand pick Maker's Mark. So.
What's on our shelf? Did you forget what it was?
No, I just
I
can't.
bet-
I can't
I
reach
bet
them.
That's alright, what is it?
I need the Russells.
I bet it was.
That's what I've got picked.
Alright, so this was my pick.
And Sean, if you'll grab the Black Label Knob Creek.
Oh, it was
Yeah. Okay, I already got them.
Oh no, I know which one that one was now.
Yep.
Alright,
Yes.
this makes perfect sense
Which
now.
one was the Knob Creek? Because I had my
This-
suspicion.
this was Knob
C
Creek.
is Knob Creek all day long, without a shadow of a doubt. C is Knob Creek.
Yeah, that was Knob Creek.
So that was number 2?
This was
I knew
Makers,
it.
and this
I
was
knew
Russell's.
it.
Because Russell's we've tried before.
All right, so
and
here were my
yeah.
guesses.
It's this. That was what tells me.
Yeah.
That single barrel.
My guess was
Sat there all
that
week.
this was my pick, was Russell's, which is
Okay.
sad because it came in last.
And
Came in
how did
last
I
for all
label
of
them?
us.
Chris's, mine, Tabby's?
I said
on camera.
I
had it.
I was
I
pretty
had
sure
it.
that B was
The palate
Sean's
oil.
pick.
Oh no, this is the palette.
I was pretty sure that this one was your pick, but
Yeah.
I wasn't.
Yeah.
There was so many things going on in it that I was
Yeah.
like, maybe it wasn't.
So 2 was which one?
Well, we don't know yet, but
Oh.
we're just
Alright.
guessing. This
Oh.
is our guess.
All right, so behind the camera, everybody's number one was B. So
No.
let's start.
Not everybody's.
He was
Everybody but Sean.
Yeah.
So like the people who count. What was B?
B is the Makers.
The Makers.
What did I? Yes,
Alright.
that's right. I have it. 46 right there.
All right.
He does.
I
So-
wrote it down.
Tell us about your pick, Sean.
All right, so this is the Maker's Mark 46 Shades of Mocha, and this was
That's that
handpicked.
sweet stuff.
Yes, yeah. This was handpicked by the North Carolina ABC board, so you can only get it. It's a one-time thing.
I'll go buy it before it gets gone.
Yep, and
Alright.
they do a really cool thing with this. So they take.
Remember when I said there was something screwy going on
There's the Mocha.
with B?
Yeah,
I said there was something screwy going on, and we had this, you and I,
Yeah.
a few weeks back.
we tried the neck pours.
So-
yeah.
They play with the flavor on this by putting different stabs,
Of different barrels.
of wood, of
Oh.
barrels in the barrel
Yep.
to flavor it.
Yep.
So this one so they have these different choices,
They
right?
do. Yeah, those are the different oak stabs you can put in there.
Yeah. So this is a 0 baked American pure,
So there's none of those in there.
3 of the seared French cuvee,
Yep.
3 of the Maker's Mark 46 stabs.
Which is what I was.
Yep, and you're familiar with that, this is why I picked
Yeah,
that.
3 of the roasted French mocha staves,
I'm buying that.
and 1 of the toasted French spice.
Yeah.
So I knew there was something screwy going on.
I've had every other Maker's Mark except that one.
Yeah, and that.
Well,
they
I
said,
mean, you might not be able to find it.
if
at this point.
I'm gonna go by tomorrow. If I find one, I'll pick it up for you. So
yeah,
yeah.
because there was,
There's only a couple there when we.
I mean, a very small amount of these
Bet I
actually
find it in
made.
Shannon Grove.
you probably will.
But what you
probably
will
will.
find is you'll find another one. So like it might not be 46 shades of mocha, but you'll find another
Yeah.
pick.
And
Oh.
this is a private selection.
Yeah.
So it's
there's
Maker's
lots of
Mark
different
private
ones.
Selection.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay,
So
okay,
depending
okay.
on which barrel they picked out and what they
Yeah.
decided to put in to have it finished.
Yeah. So normally you get like a barrel pick.
Mm-hmm.
Someone from the ABC board would go, or a group of people would go,
Yeah.
and they would taste different barrels, and they would pick a single barrel, and then they would have that barrel bottled and then sold in the store. And you would get just a single barrel pick, right?
Yeah.
But this is actually,
It's finished by them.
they chose which staves they wanted,
In the
and
barrel
then
that they picked.
and then they finished it.
Yep.
Huh.
So they picked a barrel. They said, "This is our barrel," and then we want to finish it in those.
So
staves.
the
Yeah.
what am I looking for? The different solutions or the different
Nuances,
combinations they could,
nuances.
the combinations, the different combinations they can come up were endless.
Yeah, I mean you can
Interesting.
probably
By
not
changing
endless,
up the
but
number of
there's-
staves.
Yeah, there's quite a few.
I knew there was something weird going on with B.
Yep.
But you know what?
I knew that was my pick.
That wasn't his number one though.
It wasn't.
No,
No,
I
it
didn't
wasn't.
bring it to be my number one. I brought it because you like Maker's 46, and I thought I want to see how that does for you.
If
Different
Sean
nuances.
had brought his favorite whiskey right now, this would be the Bullet barrel strength.
Yeah,
If because that's our right now that's our favorite whiskey.
yeah. Or
Yes.
the Baconis,
And we have that, so we'll break that out a little
Yeah.
later. Yeah, but
Texas.
this is good stuff, and we both loved it.
Yeah, and I haven't
On
given it
proof,
much attention.
Proof.
since-
All right, so let's talk proof. So proof,
111.
111 proof.
Really?
Yep,
It don't taste like.
yep. So for me, I said this was a
It
higher
doesn't.
proof. When I say higher proof, I mean plus 100.
Right.
Right, higher proof.
You didn't say it was higher proof.
Yeah. So higher proof. But now I did say,
tell.
but I said,
No, it was. Yeah,
all right.
that one delivered
Number-
really well.
Let's say that this one ranked number 1 overall.
Sure, that's
right?
fine. Yeah, you got two ones and a 2.
This one
Yeah.
ranked number 2 overall.
Yeah. No, wait. Did we figure it out? Definitely for sure.
Yeah, that was not
Yeah.
correct.
Yeah. So number the
Yeah,
C
we
was
don't
Knob
need
Creek.
to read anything. We all knew
Yeah,
that C
and-
was
and
because
so Knob
this
Creek-
was almost my number 1.
And I just
Knob Creek was Tabby's pick, right? Yep.
I told you.
Yep.
She knew.
Yep.
She knew.
And
She knew.
I said.
She knew we
Yep.
liked this one.
Yep.
Once I had it like the other week, when I tasted it, I was like, okay,
Yep.
that's my new little something.
So this is a single barrel, and this one actually has the age statement. So they dropped the age statement for a little while, and
Yeah.
then they have brought it back.
Yeah.
So it is
Pop
not
back up.
9 years. So this is a 9-year-old single barrel,
Yep.
and it 120 proof.
It's a cast
Most
strength or a barrel strength.
of your single barrels from Knob Creek,
Mm-hmm.
even with a 9-year or without the age statement, are only 100 proof.
Yeah.
So this is a 120 proof. So
It's
this
a
are,
barrel
it-
strength.
it's
They haven't
not
cut it down with it.
it's not impossible to find, but it's harder to find than the 100 proof bottle.
Yeah.
And you can see how much we like it.
That's
Oh, yeah.
that's one of Chris's favorites.
Yeah.
And I enjoyed it a lot.
But this
Yeah.
is you were
that-
right. This is tobacco. This is
Yeah.
leather.
Yeah.
I mean, this is Bullet and Jack Daniel's single barrel, all
It
in
was
that
just-
realm.
Yeah, it did that thing with the tongue you were talking about. It was like, you know,
Yeah, I call it 9-volt
palate.
battery.
It did the palate oil.
Pallet oil.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I said stronger nose, definitely bourbon, and higher proof. So I knew this
Yeah.
was the highest proof in my mind. I knew it was going to be.
Maybe
I said 120 I said
couldn't even
120
tell.
on this
Like,
one.
it
There was higher proof.
I
Yeah,
said 120 plus on this one.
You did.
yeah.
Yeah.
This one
So
was
it
definitely
was-
delivering on proof for me.
Yeah.
It wasn't from a burn standpoint.
Yeah,
it was
it
just
that
the
vehicle.
way the vehicle,
The
the
vehicle's
way
like
it
just
delivers
delivered
the flavors.
Mm-hmm.
It's so quick. Like
Yeah.
the other two were kind of a slower build.
It
Yeah.
was. It was.
When we drank that C, it was just like, boom! Here
We were
I
all
am.
like-
This
Yeah.
is me, and I'm sticking around. I don't care how much water you drink. I'm going to be stuck in the back of your throat. Yeah.
No, that was definitely.
All right, so that means that A was my pick.
Yep.
You don't seem very happy
Did,
about that.
did we release the Russell's review that we did?
We know we're sitting on a review of this
Oh,
one.
now you should release
Yeah,
it
yeah,
now
we'll-
because
we'll have to
we
release
did
that
we did
video.
a tasting. on
Yeah,
it,
we
so
did a review of this one, and
It kind of matches up.
so the reason I chose the Russells is because he had told me some of the whiskeys that you'd had, right? And so the makers and just some of those like American bourbons, like the stuff that
Yeah.
just quintessential bourbons.
Yeah.
And so in my mind, you cannot have bourbon without a Wild Turkey product. So this is Wild Turkey.
Yeah, I've never had.
Yeah.
No.
So
Oh, I brought
Russell's.
some Wild Turkey.
So this is named for Jimmy and Eddie Russell, father and son, head distillers at
Mhm.
Wild Turkey. So they have the Russell's brand, which is just a slightly higher tier than your regular Wild Turkey. And they have these awesome single barrels, and this one's actually 110 proof. And there's some really cool stuff, and I think it's like a $55 bottle,
It's $60 bottle.
$60 bottle,
Yeah, it's 60.
and it's really good stuff. But it
But we
just
picked
clearly
it
it didn't hold
Not
up.
compared to those.
Hey,
two.
but we didn't dislike any of these.
No, they
No,
were all were
And
good.
we said that.
These
Now I
were
will
all
tell you,
good.
when I got back to this one,
Yep.
I was on the verge of disliking
Right.
it.
Really?
Because
Yeah.
if you're comparing the three,
Yeah,
For sure.
When I tasted the first one, we all
All
said,
right.
"Oh, we like that one." We moved on, cycled through, and I got to this one, and I was like,
So I said 100 proof. I was a little off on that. It's 110 proof.
"Ooh, I said 110 plus."
Okay.
10 plus.
Yep. When I first tried it.
I said
I do.
vanilla, sugar cookie, light. Those are all just regular
Sweet
bourbon
nose,
flavors.
I said woody.
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah,
Yeah. No, yeah.
yeah. And you're definitely gonna get that.
Bourbon.
You're definitely gonna get that from
Yep.
the bourbon. You're definitely gonna get it from Wild Turkey. That's one of the stronger flavor profiles
Yep.
that I get. And then I said it was an easy sipper. Of the three of these, if I was just gonna sip on one,
You said
it would be this
that's the
one.
way you
Yeah.
come up to a bad day.
It would be this one. No, this one would be the bad
Oh,
day.
that's right.
Yeah. No, the Knob Creek 120. That's you've had a rough day.
I
And
might
you need
have to
a
add
punch
that
in
to
the mouth.
collection.
Yeah, you need a
Yeah.
punch.
Yeah.
But yeah, no three of these were bad at all. I mean, they're all good whiskeys.
Yeah, I agree.
But-
I didn't dislike any of them.
I would have to say that there was a
Mhm.
noticeable difference from this to this,
Yeah.
and this was really close for me. Like I almost went with the Knob Creek.
Can I just say that on camera that I got the picks right without knowing exactly? Can I just say that? I did.
It just blows my mind that you would even be able to figure out what I would have picked.
I knew it.
I didn't know the brands, but I knew who picked what.
Did you?
I had
You got it
Sean
right,
for
you
B,
did.
I
You
had
did?
White for the
You
I
sure
did.
did.
You got it written down.
Huh.
And how
So
would
that
you
was
even
Will's
know that?
guess. Yeah.
That's so funny.
That is.
Hey, I just want to point out though that you almost lost because you actually chose her pick.
I did, and shamelessly.
But
I enjoyed
it was
with
so
you.
close. This was
Yeah.
almost my number
Yeah, I didn't
one.
bring this to win. I brought it because I knew
No,
it would be
yeah,
a really
for sure.
good contender and be interesting, especially for Will because he's a maker's.
I
Mark
just
fan,
love
so-
that Will liked all of these
Yeah.
because our first guest, Miller Light Guy, like it was a
Drinks
struggle.
Light.
It was.
It was a struggle.
You truly apprecied everything that we.
Yeah,
put in
yeah,
front
that
of
was
you.
nice.
Yeah,
I
you never know. I mean,
Travel to eat and drink. It's a sad cycle.
But what else is there in life? I mean, you eat, you drink, you sleep. Well, I mean, we can name one other, but that'd be a different channel.
I've had some great naps.
I have been great now.
Well, there you have it, guys. We're going to wrap this one up, and we're probably going to try some more whiskey. There's some other things we want to break out and let Will try out. Well, maybe we'll film a little bit of that. But ultimately, this was our blind for the night.
Yeah.
And as you can see, this was going to be hard for you folks to find. But if you can find some of these private selects in your local ABC or local liquor stores, we definitely recommend you pick one of those up.
Yeah.
I'm not a huge fan of the regular makers, I'll be honest. I've got the Makers 101. It's okay. I just usually find that I'm not a huge fan of weeded whiskey. It's just, it's
That's true.
all right. It's just
That's
not
true,
it's just
yeah.
not a favorite for me. Clearly I'm wrong though because
That you picked that as your
it was
top.
my number one.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah. And the Knob Creek, we already know we love this. I mean, you can see, guys, that guy's almost gone. We'll be replacing that. This is my favorite Jim Beam expression. Maybe one of my favorite expressions of whiskey, hands down. I mean, some of the stuff they come out with is incredible. Russell's, it doesn't seem fair because we kind of, it lost this lineup.
Yeah.
It is good whiskey, guys. I promise. I'll release the full review of it here in the near future. But this is good stuff, and it's a great, easy sipper.
It is. Good.
yeah, and we agreed that would probably be the sipper of all of us.
Can't go wrong with any of these. But that was kind of fun. Will, what'd you think?
I was actually I'm new to the Knob Creek, so I'm definitely gonna be adding some of that to the collection.
Cool.
Definitely, I gotta find this stuff though. Whatever, I gotta find this milk. Good gracious.
Yeah, but you're a Maker's 46 fan, so
Gosh,
yeah.
I got a whole set for Christmas. Came with cups and everything.
Yeah. And the Knob Creek, the nice thing about this is there's lots of different versions of that.
Yeah,
Tons of different versions.
I was in a store like, what do I pick?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like pretty much all of them, like sub $60.
Yeah.
Yes.
And most of them in the $40 to $50 range.
Yeah.
I mean, for $50, you can get some really good whiskey.
Yes.
And some higher proofs too. I mean, I don't think I've ever seen a Knob Creek less than 100 proof. They may not even make less than 100 proof.
And you know what? We have not put that Knob Creek up against any of our high proof tastings that we've done.
We have done it in some high proof tastings. It has not gone up against the Jack Daniels
Nope.
single barrel or the Bullet.
Or the Bullet. It did not go up against
As
the
much as I love the
Balcones.
Knob Creek, I don't think it'll win against the Bullet or the Jack Daniels.
But you know what? I'll be honest with you. Those two came to mind when I tried it.
Yeah, no, it's in
And
the
I was
same
like,
flavor
but
profile.
I knew neither one of them were
Yeah.
here, so I was like,
Yeah, you know it's funny. I should have guessed that one.
You should
I
have.
really should have guessed that one. I honestly didn't think my wife would have picked that bottle. I thought she would have threw like something random at
She
us.
knows you.
Yeah,
She knows you.
She gave me something we would like. Well, we appreciate it. All right, guys. Well, hey, do us a favor. Like this video.
Yes.
Ring the notification bell. Subscribe. And as always, if you have recommendations for future videos or whiskeys you'd like us to try, please drop it in the
comment.
comments.
Yes.
We'd love that. Thanks so much, guys. I'm Chris.
I'm Sean.
This is Will.
We're the Whiskey Noobs. Take care.
See you guys.
Cheers till next time.